Now, in Hungary, thousands have rallied against the nationalist Prime Minister Viktor Orban ahead of EU and local elections next month. For years, Orban has faced no serious political threat, but now a former government insider is hoping to challenge him and what he calls his populism, cronyism and corruption.
For years, Katalin Novàk voted for Prime Minister Viktor Orban and the ruling Fidesz party. But now the father of four is taking to the street against the government, like many other Hungarians.
Orban is only interested in Hungary to reach his foreign policy goals. War, migration. Peter Magyar cares about domestic politics, not much about foreign politics, but about people's everyday problems and how to solve them.
For many Hungarians, Péter Magyar, a lawyer and businessman, was only known as the ex-husband of former Justice Minister Judit Varga, who had to step down in the wake of a pedophile pardon scandal. That scandal resulted in the resignation of Hungary's former president and of Magyar's ex-wife from her post as MP and leader of Fidesz European Parliament list. Now, since then, Magyar openly accuses the system he's been part of as corrupt and calls Prime Minister Viktor Orban, quote, the head of a mafia state. Magyar is steering up the country. For the first time in more than a decade, Prime Minister Orban is possibly facing a serious challenge. His problem, unlike in the liberal-ruled capital Budapest, Magyar is not very well known in other parts of the country, especially in the east, a rural area and stronghold of Orban's ruling Fidesz party. I don't know him, doesn't ring a bell. What do you think? What's his profession? Not sure. A singer? A star? A presenter? Performer? Do you know him? I don't like him, neither as human nor as a politician. In this village, most of the people have been voting for Fidesz ever since Orban rules Hungary since 2010. Katalin Novàk just arrived at the protest.
Peter Magyar will put into action what he started. He's creating a power that's in the centre, neither left nor right, and will move the country.
Around 20,000 took to the street protesting. If Péter Magyar wants to become a strong challenger, he must win the hearts and minds of rural Hungarians as well. He wants to tour as many parts of the country as possible ahead of European elections and municipal elections in Hungary to convince people, he says, that this country deserves better than Prime Minister Orban. Asking Magyar if he sees a chance that the government could face an early election.
I will not decide this. Depends on the results of June the 9th and which consequences are drawn by Fidesz. I would do that if I were them, but luckily I'm not them.
He wants a strong and modern Hungary in the European Union.